Alright guys, so today we are going to be using my JP account to try out that new equipment that we have for global for the new Ray. It is on global, I just don't have a lot of purple units to try it out, so that's why on here we have like a full squad to try things out. So right now we are just going to be getting a benchmark number using the basic 9% up to your purple unit, and after that we are going to be swapping over to, or is it at, to this one over here, the one that we have right now for the Ray battle. Unfortunately, I do not have the one that allows 30 seconds increase your beam damage, or if you increase your damage by 25%. I do not have that one, so that's not going to be a comparison that I could do, but at least we are able to see how the basic one fares against the Ray equipment, because I think that one is definitely a good stepping stone for global, because we do have a lot of good purple unit for global. It's just that we don't have a lot of equipment to go with them, so that's why on here you guys will see in full capacity of what they do. The exception is the O, not the O. I think it's for both Quibble, and then for Sasabi I don't have enough to use on them, so that's why right now, let's say like for global you don't have enough of those, you'll be using some of the other ones for supplement, so that's why I am using the increased accuracy for Sasabi. And then for Quibbly, oh yeah, same thing as well, so that's why so there will be a little bit of a discrepancy, but without any further ado, let's kind of hop in and see how we can do. All right, let's just kind of do this over here and do that. All right, okay, let's kind of see. I think putting it, yeah, we only have 2 times speed because I did not buy the horror pass or whatever. So let's actually just hone in on Sasabi, because that's gonna be a unit that we will eventually get, maybe next year for global, I will have to say. Wow, but look at how strong Sasabi is for this team specifically. Even though we don't have any, special equipments or whatever, because this is a, if you're talking about this team that we have specifically, it is of a stronger team. So, it's obvious that we are doing a lot more damage with Sasabi in this team, right? It's just kind of natural. But we are taking a look at the rate 1 right now, so I think for that equipment to works best is, obviously we do have to pop EX skill to gain the damage to stack it. So if we are clearing it that fast, it's not going to be that great, right? So for this one, we finish it in 46 seconds, which is actually quite fast. So if we just swap over to the other one, we will probably beat it faster, but we won't have enough time to stack up our damage. So in return, it might seem a little bit weaker because we're not hitting that optimal damage threshold yet, because we just finished the match way too early. So I think right now, did I actually, no, I did not get any tickets where we can play the co-op 2, the version 2 for the yellow one, so that's kind of fortunate. So I'm gonna see if I can find one that I have tickets for the higher difficulty, so at least we have a longer match for us to kind of see, all right, what kind of difference we are able to see. But this one is actually not that bad. We finished it in 46 seconds, dealing 13.5 mil damage, so that's actually pretty neat. So I think I will still swap over the equipment and then do this once more to see what kind of difference can we get. Alright, so we just swapped the equipment, so let's kind of hop back in to see. I would definitely say this may not be a better result, just because of the fact that we do need to activate 2 EX skill, and activating 2 EX skills sometimes takes roughly about a good 20 to good 40 seconds to pop everything. So that's why we pretty much can't really optimize it that well. You can see the damage is actually not as great as it was previously, so I think, alright, for Sasabi it's definitely pretty good. So if we can beat our timer of 46 seconds, that will mean the equipment actually works a lot better. So as it should work better, but it's just that given the constraint of the enemy HP, like I don't know if we are able to achieve that. So long story short, if we are using the basic equipment, it's going to do fine in a short content, or you can finish a content fast. If you are talking about any other content that it's gonna take you at least a good minute to a minute and a half, you'll probably use a modules or the equipment that is allowing you to stack damage, because ultimately they are just going to perform way better. And units that are naturally able to, like a unit that has, you know, transcendent skill 5, naturally when you are able to get EX skill gauge recover at the beginning of the battle, those are going to tend to work better in terms of the equipment that we are looking at, because they probably pop the EX skill a little bit faster than naturally. So you can say we did not do that good, because 46 or 47 seconds. So I believe we probably didn't even pop our EX skill until like a good halfway through. Majority of unit couldn't, so that's why it is a problem for just the majority of the other units. So that's why it's not really great testing. So I will see if I have a situation where I can extend the battle for a little bit longer, so we can see, you know, in full capacity how it is. Alright, so gonna be trying out the F91. So F91 has roughly a good, what, 42 million, so triple the damage or triple the HP of the tier 1 co-op. So I think in this way we should be able to see how effective the equipment is. So we are actually doing it backward, because I did already slap on the Ray equipment on the unit, so I don't want it. It wouldn't make sense for me to swap it back and forth. So that's why I'm gonna do the aftermath, and then we're gonna do the before after this one. So I think for sure this one we should see a better result for sure, because you guys can see this is taking a minute. Alright, it's not going to be a good 46 seconds, a good 47 seconds. This is going to be longer, so we will naturally see this damage going to be a lot more better. Or you know, I'm not going to take a look at the damage itself in a way, because obviously damage wise they always fluctuate. So we will always rely on the timer to tell us like if we did better or not, because timer, if we hit faster timer, that means we obviously did more damage, right? So that's going to be a way for us to kind of gauge that indication. But 75 or roughly about 70k for Sasabi is good. That's crazy. And then we have the is it the Reg DJ? The modified Reg DJ is actually doing quite good. That's, you know, for the global player base, you guys can see, you know, it's not that bad. Alright, it's actually not too shabby. And for Sasabi, we didn't even have the correct palette to use, and we used to doing, you know, fairly optimal, so I'll definitely take that. For the modified Reg DJ, and then the equivalently, it is the designated palette, so that's crazy actually. And then we have these Zeta with the Mega Beam Launcher, so I don't have the right designated palette, and I was expecting that unit to perform better because it is a bombardment, but nope, it didn't really do that good. And then we have the Banshee NTD, not really doing too great, but alright, yeah, I think I definitely ramble a little bit right there, but let's kind of see how we did. Alright, I would definitely say we were roughly about at least a good minute. Alright, but it's a minute my time versus the computer 3 times speed, so it should definitely be way over the 60 seconds mark for sure. So I'm expecting like a good 100 something seconds. Oh wow, it's actually 61 mil. Whoops, they actually, I'm pretty sure they updated the HP to be a little bit more harder for us. So wow, 240 seconds, that's crazy. And these are the damage distribution throughout. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just actually gonna show you guys what we did on the before, so you guys don't have to sit here and wait for me to actually do it. So whatever I get, I do want to say my prediction right now is should be better. Alright, that's just gonna be my prediction on it. This one with the run with the Ray equipment is gonna be at least a good few seconds better than the basic equipment. So if you guys are seeing that right now, that means we are correct. If we're not, that means I lied to you guys. So, but with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it in terms of the testing of the new equipment for the raid, specifically for the purple units. Overall, it's definitely a great step for the global player base, because finally we are getting, you know, some pretty decent equipment that you can slap onto your unit, do more damage and whatsoever. But with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it for me, and I'll be catching you guys up on the next one.